Virgos, welcome to my channel. We're doing your astro guidance, the number one astrology authority since the dawn of time. I'm kidding. You guys know me. Okay. How are the Virgos? We're going to be discussing Saturn's movement to Aquarius. Very important time, especially for if you are into health and fitness, Virgo, I need you to listen. If you are running a Saturn Dasha, Antardasha, I need your attention. Okay. If Saturn, Shani, is in the sixth house, I need your attention also. If you do not know where Saturn is, you can get your birth chart down there. You're gonna see that. Sorry, gives me strain over here. You can get it down there, and it's called the Astronova. You can get your 2023 prediction, and you can attend also an open enrollment for Astronova, where it's gonna be a Zoom. It's a conference, Zoom conference, right? There's gonna be a lot of people there, and you can ask me questions about your chart because it's a basic class where I help you interpret your chart. You got me there? I got you, Virgo. Alrighty. So let's begin here. Again, this is going to be based on moon and ascendant sign for the Virgo. This is sidereal, not Western. I just have to put all those out there for Virgos because Virgos are perfectionists. Okay. So let's see for the Virgos. So Shani, okay, it's very interesting because I have in my team. Okay, my name, the name that I have bestowed, okay, to one of the subconsciously, I call that person Shani. Okay, interesting though. Anyway, so the fifth house is done. Okay, for the Virgo. When Saturn was in Capricorn yesterday, it is now in your sixth house. What is sixth house for you and what is Saturn for you? Since Saturn rules happiness for you, you know that you find happiness in hard work. You understand that? You find happiness in the little things that is so important. You ever wonder why? One, because you're Virgo. Okay. Two, Saturn rules the fifth, which is happiness. And this is studies, this is hobbies, this is dating, romance, this is a purva punya, past life luck, this is education also, foreign language, that's a fifth house. This is the first, this is where you first fall in love. Virgo can be in a long-term partnership because they kind of like take long to fall in love. You're not head over heels like easy with people. Saturn rules the fifth. That's why people have a hard time dating you. It just doesn't work like that, you know. It just doesn't work like that for you. Takes time. Takes time. Not that you're analytical, but it just takes time. Mm. So now that's the fifth house. Now it's going to the sixth. What is sixth house? Okay. Fifth house is also the part where stock market. Okay, business is given birth there. Progeny is fifth house also. So you see the result now from the past 2.5 years, from the fifth to the sixth. Okay, let me explain. Fifth house is dating. If fifth house for you in the past 2.5 years, your dating life is, let's just say, toxic. Okay, without knowing your dasha, antardasha, without knowing your atma karka, all those things was toxic. Then you will see manifestation in health for you. You will see that can be your mental health is affected, your spiritual health, physical health can be affected because of that toxicity with the person that you are building a relationship. That's that. So, this is the time where we go and analyze what were you doing past 2.5 years, because you will see a result in the sixth house. I'm doing different for you because sixth house is a Dustana house, which is a challenging house. It is death, deaths, illness, disease, enemies, hard work. What else is in the sixth house? Think of it like it's a house where you never want to be in. Oh, and by the way, who's the natural sixth house? You. I'm not saying that nobody wants to be with you, Virgo. Everybody wants to be with you. The queen bee, Beyonce is Virgo ascendant. Okay. Mm. Wonder how's it going with the kids. She's been out there lately, right, with the kids. She's been out there, you know, with the kids. She doesn't share much before, but now she's sharing the kids, right? Fifth house. Took time. Took time. Probably we're gonna see her more out there. Now, with Saturn in the sixth here, you're gonna be very focused. This is gonna be a focus for you in your health and wellness. Mm. If you have planets in Aquarius, that's a different take again. If you have Venus Aquarius, you may have, okay, affairs. When I say affairs, or you may fall in love at work. That fitness instructor, why not? Let's try it, right? Why not, Sal? Okay. So that I don't need to pay. I like that though. I like that. Um, you may, because Venus is in Aquarius, relationship, this and that. You may develop certain, because Saturn is hard work. You may develop a certain skill, okay, that involves humanitarian. Aquarius is the humanitarian, and then it's in the Nishta right now. And Dan is like the offering. This is where you donate. So you may be working on a nonprofit organization. Sixth house is work, and it doesn't ask for anything in return. That's the part with the sixth house. 10th house is society. You get something back. Sixth house is actually you work, you work, you work, you work. And this is what Saturn is. This is you doing your, what do you call it? Your due diligence. Okay? Sixth house is also the practice of your consistency is the key with regards to your mantra and prayer. Fifth house is mantra. So you've been praying for the past 2.5 years. You will see result now. You only see result of your mantra. You recite the mantra, the prayer, your wishes in the fifth. If you can keep up with it in the sixth house, because sixth house is the day-to-day, the mundane. Can you keep up? Okay, it's like, can you keep up, baby boy? Who sang that song? Can you keep up? I will lose my breath. Can you keep up? That's what it is. I think is it Destiny? Okay. No, not Destiny. Spice Girls then. Thank you. Different generation. But yeah, if you can keep up with it, you will see results. Now, where Saturn is, since Saturn is in Aquarius, it will look an opposite house. So what is an opposite house? I don't want to be boring, and I'm going to give you the there's a joke here. The posit and the opposite. That's totally Tito Vic and Joey. I'm not gonna go for that. I'm not gonna go for that. People won't understand what is opposite and posit. So anyway. So opposite of Saturn is the 12. So imagine that neighbor behind me or that building behind me. It always or any building, it looks on the other side. That's 1-7, we call it. First house, seventh house. So it always look at the seventh house. So any planet. So since Saturn is in the sixth, it will aspect for you what we call the 12th house. And what is 12th house? Foreign travel, spirituality, moksha, liberation. Since it is destroying, when we say destroy, because Saturn, you spend so much time in the sixth, you can't do your meditation, right? It's like my whole schedule, because I've been working so hard. Sixth house is hard work. I was working for 15 hours. I couldn't even do my yoga. I wasn't able to do my sadhana, my spiritual practices. I was supposed to be this morning. I was meditating, but work called me already and I was too tired. I was exhausted, right? Pay attention, Virgo. If you're unable to continue that, 12th house is hospitalization. When you're doing your sadhanas, your spiritual practices, which is 12th house, you're burning karma by, okay, elevating yourself spiritually. Now, other people, I'm going to give you the secret. Other people, how do they elevate themselves spiritually? In the hospital. What do you do in the hospital? You are in your shavasana, isn't it? You're laying down there like a corpse, right? And you're going to start praying. Isn't it the same? In your meditation, you can be in your shavasana, you're laying down on the mat, right? And you're also talking with the creator. Both the same, but a different house. One is a meditation. Okay, you can meditate anywhere. Or Shani will bring you to the hospitals to contemplate. So manage your schedule. It's the same. The other one, you get jello. The other one, you get jello. You get I don't know, like other things that you get in the hospitalization. So that's why a lot of you will see it, Virgo. When I say someone, when people who practice spirituality, I'm just saying, majority, you will see that they're never in the hospital. Why? Because they're already doing the karma of isolation by meditation, by their spiritual practices, by going to temples. Both are the same. The hospital and the temples. Why? In both ends, you will have a moment to connect with the Creator, with who has brought you here. So I always say, then go to the temple, meditate, do your spiritual practices. Don't wait for the time that it will affect you in the health just to bring you there. Mm, right? Mm. But this is again just a tip of the iceberg. Whatever iceberg I'm selling, because it's tip, it's just a tip, just the tip of the iceberg. Okay, it's 0 degrees. Community service is gonna be good for you. Doing selfless acts is gonna be good for you. That's what Saturn in Aquarius does for the many. Opposite of Leo. Leo is like, look at me. I will be your blessing because he's a king. I'll bless you. Look at me first. Saturn looks down and do the service. So think of it, Saturn is a farmer. The king is always looking up, right? That right? Looking at the sun. But Saturn is always looking down on hard work. Okay? So this is a time that you will focus on that. But again, there's a lot of us, there's a lot of things that we will discuss. Join me in the Astro Guidance class. And then also get your sidereal Vedic chart right there with the 2023 prediction. You will see all the transit, all the planets. It is worth it. I wouldn't recommend it if it's not. Okay, Virgo? And what else? Let me know in the comments what other astrology content that you want because I'm bringing back the Astro Guidance. It was Astro 101, but I'm doing Astro Guidance right now. So put it down in the comments, and then I will see you guys again.